Shalom, shalom, guys. Man, I wish that bar would. Okay, fade away. Alright, let me get my computer set up and we shall see what we can do here. Let me get this one a little better adjusted. Well, if I can. Well, let's do it this way. Yeah. Alright, let me flip this computer around here right quick. Oh yeah. Flip this computer around here right quick. Alright. What's up, hobo? Good morning, good morning. I hope everything is going well for you today. What's up, Dad? Man, I tell you what, I come in here this morning watching Grumpy, and I couldn't help myself. I had to get busy doing some stuff, so I sized up some of my blanks. I've already got them tubes glued in them. They're already trimmed up, ready to throw on the lathe and get busy. This is that more purple blue blank that I had, and the other one is the one that's pink, blue, and purple, gold. Got to mix a little bit of everything in it. Yeah. And these are the ones that tore my mold up. You can see how it tore the mold pieces. That won't come off at all until I put that chisel on it. It'll come off then. TBC, what's going on? TBC, I'm gonna have to get up with you about some bushings too. I need some to go on a bolt action pin. I don't even know what size them bolt actions take. TBC said, morning all. Man, hope everybody's doing well today. Maybe Grumpy can get Jen seen about. Get her back to doing good. Yes, sir. Well, welcome to Jerusalem. Man. Oh, Grumpy, you in here yet? Give me a high sign or something. He probably ain't in there yet. He probably washing his hands and getting in the car. But I'll go show Grumpy. This is a toolkit that I got at Walmart in the fishing section years ago. They ought to still make them. It's a good set of tools, but they're fishing pliers. It came with the string tying, I guess, lock scissors. You can put your hook or your line or whatever in here, close them down, and it locks on them. it locks on it. A little aggravating to figure out how they work, but it works. I ain't used them this long. They're about to rust up. I need to clean them up a little bit, put a little oil on them. But these are the pliers like Grumpy's got. It's got the little claw on the end of it. But that's what I got. You can see the little claw there. But if they're the same kind, it should say Berkeley there. It could be wore off of yours though. They're made in China. With a neat little pair of pliers. Made by Berkeley. These have been hanging up in there on my pegboard for years. Like I say, I rarely ever use them. He likes them for tying his clips. What's up, Lawrence? Dad, Lawrence, TBC, Hobo. Hobo, I don't know if you got your package yet or not. I hope it's either there or real close to being there. Big dog, what's going on, man? It's going pretty good, Lawrence. You know, it's just one of them daily grinds. These things that have become the norm, I'm just having to deal with it, for now anyway. You know, the bulging disc situation, it's kind of something that's just there and it's pinching on a nerve, and just, it is what it is, so you just grin and bear it. Ah, there you go. Yeah, man. That's the excitement, man. You kind of know something's coming, man. You start watching that mail getting anxious. Big dog, what are you doing, man? Man, I ain't seen you in a minute. I think the last time I seen you and Vinny and Last Breath was on live. There's Happy. Yeah, that's me. So no, when I know something's coming, it's of a date. Working too much. You're gonna have to quit all that, big dog. You're gonna have to have some playtime. Get in there on that lathe and video it. Man. Does everybody like the new backdrop? Yeah, I just thought I'd get in here and change up the scenery on the backdrop a little bit this morning. Anunnaki construction? I don't think that was Anunnaki construction there. I believe that was King Solomon's crew that built that. Oli, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate it, Lawrence. Man, Oli, what you been up to? Just living the dream. I hear you. Living the dream. That's better than dreaming the life, right? There you go, Oli. Man, drive it like you stole it. Amen. Drive it like you stole it. Live it to the fullest. Man. Yeah, I got a little bit more I want to do in here and get things kind of situated. I got another backdrop too that I can use. I can swap them up. I can go from rock concert to Down on Your Knees down in Jerusalem. Well, guys, I guess that's about all the chit chat I got. I'm gonna spin this computer around where I can see the chat, and then we're gonna get started turning this blank. Oh Lord, let's get with it. Try to do it where I ain't making nobody motion sick. Alright, let me get this up here. Alright. think I want to do the panking first. Let me clean it out a little bit. Oh, here in just a few minutes, or about an hour or so, that air conditioner will be fighting a losing battle. It will be hot. Let me get a shield. I'm going to try to keep that splatter from hitting my air. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Don? There's Natalie, Happy, Oli, Lawrence, don't know, Bobo. All right, let's give this a spin. Give it a spin. Get my polishing cloth out of there. Gotta make sure that stays good. All right, get this face shield on. That stuff like to chip bad. All right, let's see what she does. part. I thought that was going to be a little air bubbly the way it's making a certain racket when I went across it. It's going to be unique. All right. Oops. Oops. Zip up. see what that looks like. Man, what a mess. Stuff just gets everywhere. All right. Y'all, that's gonna be awesome. Awesome. Oops. Oops. All right. Shuckies. Try to do a little sanding on this thing. See what we got. Do a little 150. A little too far in. Ah, oops. I guess I can take that thing off for a minute. Now maybe I won't be bumping the camera. There's the 240. Put this in a little bit more. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go with the 320. Alright, let's go with some 400 grits. Sheesh. That wasn't a good thing. I'll straighten them out here in a minute. Let's do a little 600. Alright, let's do a little bit of wet sand on that. See what we got, but first, gotta put these all back in order. See, brown, green, black. Black. Red. Something ain't working out right.
Alright. Well, maybe I'll get these things in order.
And I can get back to turning. All right. I'm gonna put my little cloth down. It's gonna be nice. You get that. Oh yeah, that's better. I got a feeling this blank's gonna do good. Man, it's gonna be pretty. Ha ha ha. Man, that almost shined up by itself. Doggone. That, y'all ain't even put polish on it yet. Look at that. Look at that. Well, to me it's kind of weird, but that is pretty, y'all. Watercolor combo. I'm gonna tell you what. Y'all, I don't know. It really don't need anything, but it needs a coating on it where it will last. Might help with a little bit of the UV, but I'm scared that it's not gonna be as shiny as what it is naturally. Man, they come out slick. Man, I really hate putting this on. Ugh. I know it's got to have a coating of some kind, just for a little protection, but my goodness. There's already a good shine to it, not even having any of this on it. Well, that's all of that I'm going to put on. Yeah, see it dulled that shine down. That's what I was thinking it would do. Man, it was a lot shinier, natural. Oh well. What I'm thinking is this plastics, whatever you want to call it. I got a feeling it'll bring it down. Or bring it up to a real good shine. Let it roll a minute. Oh yeah. Plastics brought it right back out. And just for a little extra, a little bit of face wax on it. been wet. Well, there she be, guys. All right, let's I guess let's get this thing off of here. Oh, go on the floor. That ought to be good. Ooh, yeah. Get my fiber cloth back. Yes, sir, that will work. That will work. That'll do, pig. That'll do. All right, let's slide this thing back on. Guess we don't need it for now. Oh, what a mess. Booty-dooty-doo. All right, guys. Man, we're about ready to put this thing together. If we all come together. Yes, sir. Right to home base. Y'all, that is absolutely stunning. Oh, yeah. Oops. Try it right there before we go any further. I think I'm gonna leave it right there. That's a pretty good little stopping point right there. Yes, that's what I like. Get her done. Put a little collar on it and I'm done with this end. Let's get the flip on. All right. I guess there's a right or wrong way to put that on this time. It's still a little fat though. It'll straighten on a little. Ha ha. Just like that. I don't like it there. That's pretty cool. I'm sitting here looking at it myself, getting fascinated with it. That's what she is, guys. Man, that's pretty. That is pretty. Alright, guys. Ooh, it is getting warm in here. Let me turn this air on. Let me put my camera back over here. Alright, let me turn around here and I can start trying to catch up on these comments. Oh Lord, it's hot. Say very cool. Don says sharp looking pen. Awesome, awesome. Reflection, what's going on? Mark? Appreciate it, Hobo. Thank you, Natalie. Yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. That's pretty short. Another weird one to add to the collection. My sister works at a convenience store down here in town. And they sell a few, I wouldn't say a lot, but a few bongs and some paraphernalia like that. I've been thinking about sticking my pens in there if he wants to try to sell them. Sorry guys, I had to slip over and man, that ain't pointed right. Ooh, yeah, might be pointed right now though. All the pins are gorgeous. Hey, I appreciate it, Ole. I promise you, as soon as I get my blade sharpened on my crosscut saw, or on my miter saw, I'm gonna do something with that wood. Oh, you sent me a pen. My grandmother always hiding them in my apartment. Man, I'll trade pens with you there, Mark. I'll take the Trump pen. Sure will. Mark, I can't remember, but I think my wife has already sent a package your way. I'll have to check back with her to make sure. I gave her a whole list. Now we're trying to work down the list. And maybe I can get everybody's pen out to them before I hit another 100. But like I've said, everybody in the chat that keeps the chat moving, that are subscribed, I'm going to send them a pen. Now, I might send out 2 this week, 2 next week. But hopefully before I make another 100 on my subscribers list, I'll have them all sent out. Ha ha ha! Ain't that something, Natalie? That just might have to be your pen then. No, wait a minute. I think I've already sent you yours. Good morning, Ohio. Go Rebs. Yeah. My old buddy Ray. Yeah, I hear you, Natalie. But I think we do have a pen already headed your way. I've got 2 or 3 Canada pens that went out. I'm not quite sure who my wife sent first. And if I don't have your address, most likely my wife did not send you one. So everybody, if I don't have your address and you're typically in the chat, send me your address to my email. It's on my home page, and I'll put it in the descriptions of this video when I edit this video after the live. Yeah, hopefully. It still costs a lot. I tell you what, I like seeing Roy, but I sent him a pen and a sticker. Now I had to search through and get one that was plastic. They say you can't ship wood overseas, so his was resin. It was a resin bolt action pen, if I remember right, and a sticker and a card. It costed $31 to ship that across to Roy. Now I like watching Roy. I like that fella. He may not be getting too many from me. Woo, that hit the pocketbook. A camel man? No, I'm just a regular human man. But no, I used to smoke the unfiltered caramels. I just got tired of them. No, Lawrence, we try and talk Don into putting videos on YouTube. I wish he would, because he got some knockout stuff. That man is a very talented carver. Very talented. No, I don't smoke camels. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even need to be smoking, man. I'm trying to quit. It don't seem like I can get down below that half pack either. And when I get thinking about, man, I'm almost at that half pack, man, it makes me want to smoke more. Yeah, I hear you, Reflection. I wish I could get shit of them. What's up, beating crazy? Look here. There's my pour. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And that in there, I kind of wished I hadn't put no polish on it. Man, it was shiny right off of the lathe. I don't think it's hit as good a shine as it had. Hey, good deal, Lawrence. Man, congratulations. Sure enough, congratulations. Well, that's worse. That's right, that's toward the drums. I'm thinking backwards. Yeah. That makes it a little more better. There's Rainy. What's going on, Rainy? Rainy, did you try any portraits out yet? And a site that you can go to get your stencils made is Rapid Resizer. Free stencil. You take a colored picture and download it in your computer, then download it over onto that, I guess you call it an app or whatever, and it will take the color. It'll make you a copy without color. It'll leave you a black and white outline. That's a good process there, Lawrence. Yeah, you get on rapid resizer, you can adjust it, slide it, whichever is darker, lighter, however you want it on that rapid resizer out, and it come out real good. Yeah, I kind of hate old Dolly passed. But she did. Man, it ain't been but just a few weeks ago she was doing an interview saying that she's gonna try to get her concert schedule back in order, but that she was still dealing with some health issues, but she's gonna work through it and get her concert schedule back in order. And I hadn't seen that she'd done any concerts since then. And now here it is, she done passed away. So whatever was wrong with her, she couldn't overcome. Sound like a day there, Miss Francis. What's up? Up to something? Yeah, there you go. You still do a lot with your scroll saw, Lawrence? What's up, plywood? Who was the caregiver, Natalie? Oh, Dolly was the caregiver? Yeah, Miss Francis, you was talking last night about physical therapy before the operation. They may be trying to show you some things to relieve the pain up until the surgery. I know the chiropractor showed me some stretches I need to be doing. I do them every now and then, not all the time like I need, but they sure work. He said that was the same techniques that they used in physical therapy, so. And they work. little stretchers, bend over and touch your toes, wiggle your butt, and all that good stuff. Rainey says she'd be right back. Hey, Kim, what's going on? Took care of him and nobody else. Ray said he'd be right back. What's going on, Ollie? Yeah, the mechanic, Grumpy, was saying earlier that he's hoping he gets that call to go get his truck today. Man, I know how he feels. I'm waiting on that call too, but I drove by there. He ain't even got it in the shop yet. So I don't know, maybe he'll hurry up and get it. It shouldn't take that long once they get started on it. Take care of yourself, Miss Francis. Elevate that thing, get it right. I know the past few nights, my wife has got a medical chair, recliner. She's gonna need that knee surgery too, man. Sometimes her knee catches and I think she's just gonna fall and splat. But she's got one of those recliners, this motorized lift chair and all that. And I sure have enjoyed that thing the past couple of nights. Ugh. Yeah, we all need 10 more hands when we pouring blanks, man. It seems like you get everything ready to pour and there's 15 things got to happen at the same time. Get your resin mixed and ready to pour. Trying to hurry up and make sure it pours before it gets too hot. Trying to make sure it's at a good temperature to pour. Six to 7 packs a day. Good granny. Bless your heart, brother. No, it's not going to be hard. I mean, not going to be easy. I like that old Jerry Reed song. about quitting cigarettes. Oh, this ain't gonna be solid. Y'all ain't never heard that song, Jerry Reed song about quitting smoking. Y'all need to hear that. Why my lights is flickering. But yeah, y'all, I got me a new backdrop. Well, I've got another one that I hadn't put up yet, but I bought these backdrops months ago, and just now got that one out and hung it up. Since we got the wall blacked out and everything. Kind of pretty back there. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, she makes it look easy. And got the tools too, you know, they got the warmers and, you know, they got the vacuum pots and pressure pots. Yeah, Matthew, I'm sure you probably do, because me and you hit what seems like on the same note. Cool. I sent Jen a bunch of patterns. I can send you some as well for the scroll saw. Doing those crosses. It's pretty. I mean, I'm not the originator of that scroll saw pattern. Donnie Hollingsworth done that years ago, and I got permission from him to use that pattern. I can send them along, but he was a Facebook friend. He passed away. His page is still up. It's a memorial page, but it's still got his woodworking page up too. You can go to it. Foot of the Cross Scroll Saw, I believe is the name of it. And he's got his patterns up there as well. Wow. We'll be praying for you, Natalie. Hope everything comes out all right. Yeah. I need to get a weed eater. This little old electric one. I mean, it does a good job, but here lately we've been letting it get a little tall. The tall grass is hard to cut for a battery weed eater. Ray, you just seen what I was working on, and I'm finished. That thing's pretty, yo. I think I like this one better than the one I done yesterday. You're seeing things. Go back and watch again. You say, look good? Nah. Will do, Natalie, will do. Yeah, you can get you one of these, you can solve that problem. Alright, Natalie's going on our prayer list. Anybody else needs prayer, you just send me a list. I don't do open public prayers for biblical reasons. But you let me know you need prayer, I'll put you on the list. Now I do pray for, do like Facebook, you know, I just go down my friends list, subscribers list, and the ones that YouTube shows up, and I pray for all of them. I mean, it's a short, generic prayer, but if it's specific, I get specific. Chemo and cancer doctors Monday and Tuesday. Y'all, I don't even want to think about it. I got a doggone colonoscopy coming up. I think they said on the 4th of September. I'm tired of being in the hospital, you know. But I ain't never had one. 58-year-old. Made it this far. I ducked and dodged. I made it this far. I made it this far. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that ain't good. Oh, Mark. We're gonna put you on the prayer list too. How's that? Wow. Yeah. Some of them things, man, some of these grandfather clocks they make on the scroll saw, and they really got some intricate patterns for that stuff. Good. Lawrence, are you on Facebook? For all of y'all that are on Facebook, I'll leave a link to my Facebook page in the description when I edit this video after the live. I'll put the Facebook link in there, and I'll put my email address. But everybody in here on the chat, if I do not have your address, please send me your address. I don't want to skip out on anybody. Now, like I said, it might take me a while to get all of this mailed out. because it kind of hits the pocketbook. But send me your address, and I have got something that will be coming to you at some point. Yeah, it's a funny thing how them clocks breaking. You got all the time you need then. Ah, alright, so that ain't good. Yeah. I may have sent a wood pen to Canada, I'm not sure. $1,604 cut. Yeah, that'd take a while. Do you use one of those spiral blades? There you go. Huh. There you go. Well, I never did see Grumpy rejoin. Yeah, I was hoping he'd come in here. I'd show him. He might watch the replay. I don't know. I was going to show him that's the pliers I got from Walmart, Berkeley, in the fishing department. You may have to Google them and get them direct from the company or something. I don't know. Maybe some on Amazon. But they got your, I guess it's a tying clamp where you can tie your jigs. It will squeeze it in there and hold your hook or whatever, and then you can just lock them down. They won't open back up. And then these are the pliers like Grumpy ties his clips with. It's got the little hook on the end. Yep. They're Berkeley's. Blessed every day, yes sir. Arabia? Lawrence of Arabia. He may as well be. He's over there around Natchez, Mississippi. There's Eve. How'd the doctor go, Eve? Or Jen? I hope everybody got to catch Miss Francis live yesterday. That woman spent some time getting that resin poured, and that's what I talk about a lot on here. You know, a lot of these smaller channels and YouTube's making it so incredibly hard. Now they're gonna have to work that much harder, that much longer, and have to produce that much more content, and the wood and the resin, and y'all, I don't know, YouTube may be messing up. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, there you go, Jen. Glad you got it found out. Can't take amoxicillin. Spiral and straight blade. Yeah, I get them real, for someone that's got a lot of cuts, I get them real narrow blades. Can't remember how many teeth. It's been so long since I've actually got into cutting a lot of scroll saw stuff. I can't remember what type of blade I was using. Because here I know for the last couple of years all I've used is the Harbor Freight pin end blades, and I just take the pin out of it and put it in mine, because usually what I'm cutting nowadays is 1/2 to 3/4 inch stock, and them little blades don't like cutting that. And them big Harbor Freight blades, they'll cut it pretty quick. Yeah, there you go. Sharp dressed men. Man, bless y'all's heart. Allergic to penicillin. Okay. Oh. Hey, there's pen, or Jen, there's pen we done today. It is pretty sharp. Pretty sharp. That mixture on that done pretty good. Yeah. Hey, now you got me hungry for some doggone yogurt. Oh, some peach yogurt. Oh. Yeah, I like those colors too, Jen. That one actually turned out better than the rest of them. I hope this next one I turn is going to be that well mixed. We'll see tomorrow what it does. Now all of these come out of blanks. This pen here, it had this color pink about halfway through it. you go back to previous videos, or yeah, previous videos, you'll see it. But it had pink about halfway, and the rest of it was kind of like this blue. And when I cut it, but it was half, I don't know if I was in focus or not, but it was pink about halfway, then this color blue the rest of the way. And when I turned it, that's what come out. No, I did not swirl. I don't have any pencil kits. Those are a little higher than the regular pen kits. I don't know why. But Miss Francis, no, I didn't swirl anything. Yeah, I thought they went pretty good together, Jen. Yeah, what they need to do is come up with some replaceable tips for paint brushes, and you can make your own little sticks. They just had like, well, like those super Starbond glue caps. They had a paintbrush tip that was like that you just click in on your stick. Man, that would be neat. Yeah, handles for paintbrushes where you just clip on a new tip. I'm talking about the stick looking paintbrushes for painting portraits. Ain't talking about the house painting brushes. Yeah, sure enough. They had made some plastic tips with a brush on it, like those Starbond glue caps, where it snaps in. That would be awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I just making sure we was on the same page with what kind of paintbrush I was talking about. I could. They won't be that thin though. I have to figure out some kind of tip to put on it. I don't know what kind of tip I could put on it. It's one thing to turn a stick, and it's another thing to have something that'll... Cigarette holders. Yeah, that would be pretty neat. They got the lighter cases. Or to be able to make those little two-piece cigarette containers. You know, Mark, you got me thinking about that. Let me look on the internet and see what kind of tips I can find. Yeah, I've seen them. I was thinking about getting some, but I don't want to step on Grumpy's toes. Grumpy pretty well known for his clips and his pipes. But you got me thinking on them paintbrush. Of course, now the same problem Grumpy's got, I'll have too. Is turning one of them down that's long. If I turn it down thin, it's going to be weak. It's going to be bendy. Yeah, you're going to need a thick stick for them. But yeah, it's going to have to be a thick one anyway, because to turn resin down that thin, it's going to get bendy. I'm going to have to look for some tips. Yeah, there you go. Speaking of pets being groomed, I got to get my doggone Australian Shepherd down to the groomer and get her trimmed. But I can't just have just anybody to groom her. An Australian Shepherd has to be groomed in a special way. They got two coats, an upper coat and a lower coat. And if you cut the lower coat, it don't grow back. I'm not an expert on how to groom Australian Shepherds. I got this one, and she's about 3-year-old now. But she ain't never been groomed, her hair ain't never been cut, and it's getting too long, and it's not matted, but it's just so long. I try to brush her at least twice a week. And she loves it. She eats it up. Now she comes in there begging for brushing. Yeah, either made with horsehair or pig hair. Tell y'all how deep I am into Torah. Most of these brushes that you use from the food stores and everything, I don't use them because they're made out of hog hair. It's interesting. That's going to give me a chore to do today. I'll be looking for paintbrush tips. $10:30, y'all. Alright guys, man, I sure appreciate y'all coming in and watching this old dude on the YouTubers. And we're gonna put Mark and Natalie on the Cedar Grow box. What's up, buddy? Man, you come in just in the nick of time. I was figuring to get out of here. Wow. Wow. Phew. That's a $100 paintbrush. Hey y'all, Rainy back. A 3-hair camel paintbrush. $300. Y'all, I'm in the wrong business. But anyway, guys, y'all know how we do it around here. I need to get on out of here. I'm gonna go look for tips for paintbrushes. But like I say, y'all know how we do it around here. And we can go on over here to Mark 6 and 9. After this manner, therefore pray ye, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee shalom. Shalom, shalom, guys. Have that coffee? Guys, I sure appreciate all y'all coming in. Plywood, Lawrence, Cedar, Natalie, Miss Nat. But appreciate Miss Nat coming in. Happy Curmudgeon. Dad was on earlier. Man, I just appreciate all y'all beating crazy. Miss Jen, glad she got her problem sorted out and doing better. But I think I'm gonna go in, get me some coffee and look for paintbrush tips and see what I can get into. There's Ray. That's my buddy Ray, y'all. Can't forget my buddy Ray. Alright, y'all. Hey, everything's gonna be alright. The world may explode tomorrow, but it's gonna be alright. Everything gonna be alright. If you're right. Be right today, friends. Love each and every one of you. Much love and shalom to each and every one and their home. See you guys. Appreciate y'all a bunch. Adios, amigos.